Are you ready to turn heads? Luxury isn't just worn, it's experienced. Introducing a Layla Cara style and new up-and-coming designer collection where exclusive shoes and bags for men and women meets your feet. How about you take a handbag and wear it in style, where each piece is personally designed by Layla Cara herself and handcrafted from the finest material in Italy. Leather, smooth like butter, bold, timeless, distinctly you. Step into true elegance and make your mark with a Layla Cara style where confidence meets craftsmanship. Visit a Layla Cara style and experience the luxury of art that you wear. Chapter 12. Coping with stress. Developing healthy coping strategies for dealing with stress. The name of the book is called The Stress Eliminator. Exploring the possibilities of coping with stress and eliminating the ones you don't need. In this chapter, before we got to chapter 12, we talked about eliminating stress. That's what we actually talked about in all 11 chapters. Now we're going to talk about the stressors that you are not able to eliminate, but you need to learn how to cope with them. Chapter 12. Coping with stress. Developing healthy coping strategies for dealing with stress. Some people, when they're under stress, they go to a bar, have a drink. Although there's nothing really wrong with having a drink or two, but when you excessively do it, it leads to other problems, which make that not a healthy coping strategy. I told you that I wasn't going to read the entire chapter, but I am going to read most of it because this is so important that I really want you guys to get this information. For those of you who don't go by the book to read it, I want to give you the opportunity to at least hear it. Stress is a normal part of life and everyone experiences it at some point. This can come from a variety of sources such as work, relationships, or health issues. Stress is unavoidable, but it is important to develop healthy coping strategies to manage it effectively. In this chapter, we'll look at some healthy ways to deal with stress. Exercise. You notice that I talk about exercise a lot because exercise is one of the number one ways to release to release endorphins and to lower your cortisone and adrenaline. That can help you eliminate stress quicker. That's why I talk about exercise a lot. That's one of the reasons why I put exercise in this program, the Stress Eliminator program. And for those of you who are listening to this and have not joined the program, I'm going to tell you how to join the program after I read the chapter. So stick to it and stay alone and listen up, and then you get all the information at the end of this, okay? Exercise is the best way to deal with stress. It helps release endorphins natural mood boosters. Exercise also reduces levels of stress hormones, cortisol. Regular exercise helps reduce stress levels and improve overall health. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It can help reduce stress and anxiety while promoting relaxation and tranquility. Regular mindfulness practice can help you increase your self-awareness and improve your emotional regulation. Time management. Poor time management can lead to stress and anxiety. Effective time management can help reduce stress levels by making tasks more manageable. It is important to prioritize tasks, set achievable goals, and plan ahead. Social support. Having a social support can help reduce stress levels. Talking to friends and family can provide comfort and acceptance. Joining a support group can seeking professional help can also help. Relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, PMR, or yoga can help reduce stress and promote relaxation. These techniques can be performed wherever and whenever, and they do not require special equipment. Hobbies. Engaging in hobbies such as reading, painting, or playing music, as you can hear in the background, that's some nice smooth jazz, can also help reduce stress. Hobbies provide an outlet for creativity and relaxation. Healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle can reduce stress levels. This includes getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, and avoiding alcohol and drugs. I'm going to say avoiding excessive alcohol, okay? Because having a glass or two is okay, but excessiveness is just too much, and it just leads to other problems. And of course, avoid drugs altogether. Don't even tamper with a little bit of it, because it will take a hold of you and you will not have control. Coping with stress is essential to maintaining overall health and well-being. Developing healthy coping strategies can help reduce stress levels and improve quality of life. It is important to find the coping strategies that works best for each individual and practice them regularly. Stress is a natural part of life and can come from many sources, including work, relationships, a personal issue, and other finances. While some stress can be beneficial, too much stress can have negative health effects, including anxiety, depression, and even physical health. Therefore, it is important to develop healthy coping strategies to maintain your mental and physical well-being. Number 1, identify the cause of stress. The first step in developing a healthy coping strategy is to identify the source of stress in your life. Make a list of the things that stress you out and arrange them in decent order. This will help you understand the most important stressor that needs to be eliminated. And you notice I didn't say coping with. I said eliminated. The most important stressor, you need to eliminate that. Get rid of it. I'm going to tell you this too. Sometimes when it comes to finances, we don't want to let go of things. I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be one of the best things you probably have ever done for yourself if you are in this position. If you have went out and bought an expensive item, such as a house or a car, and you know you cannot afford it, and it is driving you crazy, having you work overtime that your body cannot handle and your mental capacity cannot handle, you need to think about downsizing. There's nothing wrong with downsizing. There's absolutely everything wrong with trying to live above your means. Okay, I'll keep going. Number 2, mindfulness practices. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware of your thoughts and feelings in the present moment. Mindfulness can be helpful, and it helps to reduce stress by focusing on the present moment and becoming more aware of your thoughts and feelings. Mindfulness can be practiced by taking a few minutes a day to meditate, breathe deeply, or focus on your breath and clear your mind. Number 3, regular exercise. Regular exercise is an effective way to reduce stress and improve overall health. Exercise release endorphins, which are natural mood boosters and can help reduce stress and anxiety. Exercise can also help improve sleep, which is essential for maintaining good mental health. Number 4, take care of yourself. Self-care is taking care of oneself physically and emotionally. This may include getting enough sleep, eating healthy, and making time for things you enjoy doing. Self-care is essential to reducing stress and maintaining good mental health. Number 5, seeking social support. Having a social network of friends and family can help you reduce stress and improve your mental health. Find someone who you can talk to about your stressors and provide emotional support. Joining a support group or seeking professional help from a licensed therapist or certified life coach like me can also be helpful. Number 6, avoid unhealthy coping strategies. Unhealthy coping strategies such as excessive alcohol use or drug use can provide temporary relief from stress, but ultimately lead to negative consequences for your health and your well-being. It is important to avoid these unhealthy coping strategies and instead focus on developing healthy coping strategies. Developing healthy coping strategies for dealing with stress is essential to maintaining good mental and physical health. By identifying the sources of stress, practicing mindfulness, exercising regularly, practicing self-care, take care of yourself, you guys, seeking social support, and avoiding unhealthy coping strategies, you can reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. Although stress is a part of life and we cannot always control the things that causes us to stress, we can control how we respond to it. We can control how we respond to it. Developing healthy coping strategies can help us manage stress and improve your overall well-being. In this section, we'll look at some additional coping strategies. Number 1, practice positive self-talk. The way we talk to ourselves can have a significant impact on our stress levels. Negative self-talk can increase stress and anxiety, while positive stress talk can help us feel more confident and resilient. Practice replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts. I am in the process of writing another book. It's called Knowing Yourself. That book is 365 days of words of affirmation to yourself. It is to help you to change the way you think of yourself negatively to start thinking of yourself positively by replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts. That book will be available next year. Now, for those of you who are doing this plan, this workout plan, it's not really a workout plan, it's a stress relief plan called the Stress Eliminator program. When you finish the program and you leave a review about the program on the website, which is www.imagingcoaching.com, after you have done the program, and I would know you actually did the program. Once you have completed that and you leave your review, you will get a free copy of that book, Knowing Yourself. I will send you a free copy. Number 2, set limits. Setting boundaries can be an important part of coping with stress. This means learning to say no to things that are not a priority or cause undue stress. It also means setting limits on how much time and energy we dedicate to certain activities or relationships. Setting boundaries can help us prioritize our own needs and reduce stress. Number 3, practice relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques can help you cope with stress and reduce anxiety. It can be technical, such as, let me show you something. Progressive muscle relaxation is a very good way to release tension in your body. My husband and I, we have been doing that before we go to bed. He was dealing with sleep problems, not being able to sleep because his mind won't shut off. So instead of me just having him just meditate, I told him to try this with me. The progressive muscle relaxation was the PMR. The first night that we did it, he slept like a baby. And when he woke up, he was like, "What did you do to me? Did you put a spell on me?" I said, "No, I just was teaching you how to relax your body, which helped you to relax your mind." He said, "Man, I ain't never slept like that in a long time." I said, "Well, I'm just letting you know that if you try my program, you're going to like it, because I have incorporated PMR into the Stress Eliminator program. It is a part of the program." So it can be a very good technique to use. Also, you can use deep breathing exercises and visualization. I have also incorporated visualization into the program as well, and I teach you how to do that. Find a relaxing technique that works for you and practice it regularly to reduce stress. You must practice this consistent. It cannot be a one-time thing. You don't do it no more. You have to do this consistent, because it will become second nature and your body will start craving it. I'm telling you, your whole body, your mind is going to be like, okay, I need to meditate. Sometimes you're just going to be like, people are going to be coming to you with some stress, and you're going to be like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me just take a moment to just meditate. And then you're like, okay, now I'm ready. What do you have to say to me? And then you're going to be able to respond so differently than what you would normally respond to people in your stressful state. Number 4, finding time for hobbies and interests. Getting involved in hobbies or activities we enjoy can be a great way to reduce stress and improve overall well-being. Whether it's reading, painting, gardening, gardening is really awesome as well, or sports, finding an activity that brings you joy can make you feel more comfortable and fulfilling. I want to give you some tips for those of gardening, because everybody cannot garden, especially if you live in an apartment complex and they don't have grass that you can, dig in or whatever. The spring, when it comes up, actually not even during springtime, you can do this even before spring. Get you some plants in your house, indoors, and care for some plants. That is also therapeutic. You can get you some green leafy plants. It's better to do those than flowers, because flowers die. They don't last long. But you can occasionally bring some flowers into your house, because flowers do bring sunshine to your face and make you smile. And smelling it can help you to also calm your senses as well. Number 5, organize. Disorder and chaos can be a major cause of stress. Taking cleanup measures can help you feel better and reduce stress. This can include things like cluttering up your living space, making a schedule or a to-do list to declutter, and also making a to-do list to get things done, or getting your finances in order. Number 6, practice gratification. Practicing gratification can help you focus on the positive aspects of your life, and reduce stress. Take time each day to think about things you are grateful for, such as a responsible relationship, if you have a responsible relationship, your health, if you're in great health, or a satisfying job, if you are satisfied with your job. Now, if you're not satisfied with your job, it's time to start looking for something that's more fulfilling for you. Let me share a story with you. When I first started working, I was 14 years old when I first started working. I was working summer jobs after school. But when I got my first official all year round job, I was working at Sonic's Drive-In. I was 18 years old. And I had an aunt, she passed away, but I had an aunt before she passed away. She told me, she asked me a question. She said, let me ask you something, niece. I said, what? She said, do you like what you do? And I said, yeah, I like it. And she asked me, she said, do you really like what you're doing? I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I just want to make some extra money so I can prepare myself to move out of my mom's house. And I was still in high school. I was a senior. And she say, whatever it is that you do in your life, never stay somewhere just because you want to make money. Be there because you're happy being there. It brings you some type of fulfillment and joy. You can make money at any job because that's the purpose of having a job, is to make money. Make sure whatever you're doing, it brings fulfillment to you. Never stay anywhere that you're unhappy. And that goes for relationships too. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. I will take that with me. To this very day, I'm now 45, I still hear her words. And she's dead and gone, been gone since I was 21. And I still listen to those words. And I say, that is some great advice. And I will live by that. And I do. So I never stay anywhere I'm not happy. And what I mean by not happy, I mean it doesn't bring me joy or fulfillment. It's not fulfilling me. Sometimes and I do want to elaborate on this too. Happiness comes from within. No one can make you happy. Nothing can make you happy. It's something that is in you that you bring out of you. But if you are not being fulfilled in what it is that you're doing or with the people that you have around you, then it's time to make some changes. Do not be afraid to move on. Let's keep going. Now let's move on. This can help shift a focus. And I'm going to start over from that because I don't think you even know where I was at. Okay. Take time each day to think about things you are grateful for, such as a supportive relationship, your health, or a satisfying job. This can help shift your focus away from stress to think of things that brings you joy and satisfaction. Developing healthy coping strategies is essential to maintaining good health and physical health, mental and physical health. You can reduce stress and improve your overall well-being by practicing positive self-talk, setting boundaries, practicing relaxation techniques, engaging in hobbies and interests, getting organized, and practicing gratitude. Stress often stems from feeling overwhelmed and confused. Whether it's a cluttered workspace, a cluttered home, or a hectic schedule, stress level can be difficult to manage if you're not organized. In this section, we will look at the importance of being organized into healthy coping strategies. We're going to look at the importance of being organized. Number 1, reduce clutter. A cluttered space can cause stress and anxiety. A lot of people don't even notice that, but they have things around them that they have a lot of things just all over the place. And although they can say, well, I know where it's at. No, it's not about you knowing where something is at. It's the fact that when you look at it, it gives you a feeling that shows that you're not well put together. And other people can see it too. Taking the time to organize and declutter your living and workspace can help you feel less crowded and feel more in control. Start with small steps. Look Start with small steps like cleaning out closets or dresser drawers, and work your way up to the larger spaces. So start small and then work yourself up to bigger. Number 2, planning and prioritizing. Planning and prioritizing can reduce stress and increase productivity. Take time to plan out your day, week, or month and prioritize the most important tasks. This can help prevent feelings of overwhelm and enforce a sense of control. See, I plan every day. I do. When I wake up, I don't get straight up out of the bed. I lay there for a second and I think, what am I going to do for today to get a step closer to my goal? And then I started thinking, what do I need to do that's not getting me a step closer to my goal, but I actually need to do it? Then I organize it in between what I need to be doing to get a step closer to my goal. And I put it in order, and then I get to doing it. And sometimes things do come up. I'm not going to sit here and act like nothing comes up that gets me off my path. I just make sure that I don't deviate off of my path, that I just incorporate whatever that was that started me to get off course, that I come back to putting myself back on track. I hope that helps for some of you guys who try to figure out what to do with planning. And then there's times when I write things down. I write things down a lot. When I don't want to forget and I want to hold myself accountable, that's when I write things down. And I tape it on the wall, or I put a thumbtack and put it on the wall. Wherever I walk at the most, every time I pass by it, I see it. And I'm constantly reminded that I got to get these things done. Number 3. Use a calendar or planner. A calendar or planner can help you stay organized and reduce your stress levels. Scheduling appointments, due dates, and tasks, and setting reminders can help. This helps avoid scheduling conflicts and keep you informed. Number 4, building system. The building system can help organize our lives and reduce stress. For example, setting up a document management system, such as filing system, can reduce the stress of feeling unorganized. Other systems may include meal planning systems, or creating a cleaning system. Now, for those of you who can afford it, you might want to hire someone to clean for you. But if you cannot afford it, then you're going to have to do it yourself. Number 5, delegating the work. That's why I say you may want to hire someone to do that for you. Delegation of work. Responsibilities for too much work can increase stress levels. Delegating tasks to others can reduce stress and increase a sense of support. This could include hiring a cleaner. I just said that. Asking for child care help, or delegating work duties. Number 5, find time to take care of yourself. Taking time for self-care is an important part of organizing and managing stress. Scheduling time for exercise, meditation, and other self-care activities can help. It can be important, and it's helpful for us to become more focused and balanced on our overall well-being, and it less overwhelmness. It helps you to be less overwhelmed. Organizing it is an important part of dealing with stress. You can increase control and reduce feeling of overwhelm by spending time cleaning out clutter, planning and organizing, using a calendar or a planner, creating a system, delegating tasks, and taking care of yourself. Incorporating these strategies into your daily life can help you manage stress and improve your overall well-being. Okay, for my divorcees out there, remember I told you I've been married 3 times. That means I've been divorced twice. I want to talk about that. Many people don't talk about it. We don't really talk much about divorce, but we do talk a lot about marriage, don't we? But I want to talk about divorce. How to deal with stress. How to deal with divorce. Divorce can be a difficult and stressful experience, causing emotional and practical challenges. It is important to develop healthy coping strategies for the stress and anxiety that often accompany divorce. In this section, we'll look at some strategies for dealing with the stress of divorce. Number 1, looking for support. Divorce can be an isolating experience. Seeking help from friends, family, or therapists, or a life coach like me can help. Joining a support group for people going through divorce can also help. Number 2, finding time for self-care. This is when it's very important to have self-care, because you can start feeling insecure about yourself due to your divorce, even if you are the one who was choosing to get a divorce. Because when a marriage fails, I don't care who you are, it makes you feel defeated. So finding time for self-care, it is important to take time to care for yourself in this difficult time and hard and trying time. It can include engaging in activities that bring you joy and satisfaction, such as exercising, meditation, and socializing with loved ones, or going on a trip. You might want to go somewhere you've been wanting to go for a long time. Take a trip somewhere with your friends. It is important to make taking care of yourself a priority during the divorce process. I be getting tongue-tied sometimes. Number 3, organize. The divorce process can be overwhelming, and being organized can help reduce stress levels. Track important paperwork and deadlines, and stay in touch with your attorney or a mediator. Number 4, set boundaries. Setting boundaries during divorce proceeding is especially important when dealing with your former partner. It is important to set clear and communicating boundaries. You have to communicate these boundaries effectively. This may include setting limits on communication or setting rules for joint parenting. I'm going to elaborate right there. When you are getting a divorce and the other party don't want it, you have to learn to set boundaries to a point where you don't allow that person, or even yourself. You might be the one that don't want to be divorced, and that person wants a divorce. Even though you don't want the divorce, you have to set boundaries, or they will set boundaries on you. Either way it go, setting boundaries help to control the emotions that goes with that, because it can get very ugly and nasty and out of hand, and you want to have a smooth settling divorce. Remember, I went through this twice. Number 5, seek legal advice. Learning the legal aspect of divorce can be complicated and stressful. Some of this stress can be relieved by seeking legal advice from a trusted attorney. It is important to be clear about the legal process and your rule and your rights during the divorce. What are your rights? You need to know your rights, okay? Number 6, to forgive. Yes, I did say to forgive. Divorce can be an emotional changing experience, and it's easy to harvest anger and resentment. Practicing forgiveness can be a way to reduce stress and help you to move forward. This doesn't mean justifying harmful behavior, but rather giving up emotional attachment to it. Divorce can be a difficult and stressful experience. By seeking support, making time for self-care, living organized, setting boundaries, seeking legal advice, and practicing forgiveness we can develop healthy coping strategies for stress and anxiety of divorce. During this process, it is important to prioritize your well-being and seek the help and support you need. The experience of divorce can be one of the most stressful experiences a person can go through. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you have a friend who have never been married, or you have a friend who's never been divorced, they are not the people to talk to, because they don't understand, and they will not give you the best advice. Some of them will be like good riddance and talk down about your former spouse. Talking down about your former spouse doesn't help your situation. Even though if they did you bad, they did you dirty, it still doesn't help, because it raises your anxiety about them and about you, because you chose that person. Yeah, you didn't think about that. You chose them. You chose to marry that person. And I'm pretty sure somewhere before you got married, you saw signs in that person that pointed to their behavior or their lack thereof. All right, now let's keep on going. Don't get me to preaching, because I know for a fact I've been there twice, and I don't blame my 2 ex-husbands on everything. I had some part in that. I know I do. It takes 2 to get married, it takes 2 to get a divorce. Okay. Keep on going. I was getting a little heated there. I'm sorry that I did, but I was, because this is very dear to me, because I've been through this, and I know it is not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. The process of dissolving a marriage relationship can trigger a range of emotions, for sadness and anger to anxiety and fear. In this section, we're going to look at strategies for coping with stress of divorce. Number 1, seek professional assistance. Divorce can be a difficult and emotional demanding experience, seeking professional support can help provide guidance and support during this difficult time. This may include working with a therapist, a divorce coach. Yes, I do specialize in divorce coach. So if you want to get some help in that area, please contact me for support. And if you are going to contact me, I do have 4 months of free coaching for you. And we can negotiate on prices after the 4 months. I'm going to say 4 weeks. I'm going to correct myself. 4 weeks of free coaching sessions. That's 1 session per week. Then after the 4th week, then we can negotiate on what prices that you can afford. And I do work with people, okay? I will work with you. Number 2. Now, let's go back. To reach out to me, go to www.imagingcoaching.com, and that's spell IMAGINGCOACHING. Or you can call to set up a consultation with me, and I will still direct you back to the website to set up that consultation. That's why it would be better to just go to the website and set that consultation up first. Because when you call, I'm going to redirect you back to the website just to let you know that. But the number is 832-429-7001. Number 2, practice self-care. Self-care is an important part of dealing with stress. This is especially true during a divorce. Taking care of yourself can help you manage your emotions and reduce stress. This can include activities like exercising, meditating, and journaling, writing things down. Number 3, a strong support system is important when going through a divorce. Friends and family can provide emotional support and help us through the process. Relying on your loved ones and being open and honest about your feelings can help during this trying time. Number 4, focus on what you can control. Divorce can cause feelings of hopelessness and insecurity. Focusing on the things we can control can reduce stress and increase.
We'll be back after a quick break.
If you haven't already, check out my luxury shoe and bag collection, a Layla Carroll style. Each piece is personally designed by me and handcrafted from genuine Italian leather. Whether you're dressing up or keeping it casual, these pieces were made to help you walk with confidence. Because real style starts from how you feel. Go to alaylacarrollstyle.com and experience these bold, timeless, and completely all you. Check it out. You might find something you like. Urgency. This can include things like our behavior interaction with former partners, and parenting decisions. Remember, you only can control yourself. You can't control your partner, your former partner, and what they do or don't do. You only can control yourself. Number 5, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is an important part of handling a divorce. This could mean limiting contact with former partner or limiting what you want to discuss with them. Setting boundaries can help you feel better and reduce stress levels and anxiety. Number 6, be kind to yourself. Divorce is a complex and emotional process. So please be kind to yourself. It is very important to be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion. Yes, things did not work out. Yes, you probably could have done better. But guess what? You still have breath in your body and you're still breathing. That means you are still alive. So instead of pondering and being upset and hurting yourself in the process of divorce, please have some compassion for yourself. This can mean reminding yourself that we are doing the best that we can. You have to remind yourself that you are doing the best that you can. Acknowledge your feelings. Do not act like you so tough. You don't have to express your feelings. No, acknowledge your feelings. You have feelings. You are human. Acknowledge your feelings, okay? And also be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with yourself because you have to grow. You have to take time to look back and reflect on the things that happened in that marriage that you can take from and grow from it. If you don't go back and focus on what happened in that marriage that you did, and I'm not talking about your spouse, I'm talking about you. You have to take accountability for your part in the marriage. Think about the things that you could have done better. And then when you get in your next relationship, make sure you do better. But don't jump into a new relationship right away. You need to take some time for self-care. Because you will not be any good for somebody else if you don't take time to take pride in taking care of yourself. Living through a divorce can be an incredibly stressful experience. By seeking professional support, practice self-care, learning and leaning on your support system, focusing on what we can control, setting boundaries, and being kind to ourselves, we can navigate this difficult time and emerge stronger and more resilient. The process of separating from a partner can be emotionally and physically draining and can leave individuals feeling overwhelmed and unsure on how to cope. In this section, we will explore some healthy coping strategies for dealing with stress of divorce. Number 1, seeking support. Going through a divorce can feel isolating, but seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can help individuals to feel less alone and more supportive. This can be an opportunity to connect with others and build a support system that can help people deal with stress issues. For those of you who have never been married before, or you are married and you never been divorced before, and you have somebody that you are close to that is going through a divorce, what you need to do is exercise empathy for them. You can't really emphasize on something that you've never been through, but you can exercise sympathy. That means that you can relate by understanding. When people are going through divorce, they don't express their feelings wholeheartedly to individuals who never been through it, because we already automatically know that you don't know how we really feel because you never experienced it before. But where the support can come in from for you is that you exercise sympathy for them and you reach out to them just to make sure they are fine and their well-being is great. This section might not be for you because you ain't going through divorce, but it is for you to help you be more understanding how the process is and how people feel and how stress can elevate them. And your friend might be experiencing things that you ain't never seen them do before. They might talk a certain way that you never heard them talk before. You might see them engage in activities that they never did before. That's because they are under a tremendous amount of stress emotionally and even some financially. This is a good time to show your support to them and be part of their support system. Number 2, practice self-care. And we talked about that. And one of the things that I want to say is that make sure you get plenty of nutrients, plenty of rest. Now, if you see that your friend, and for those of you who are not going through divorce, and you see the person who is going through divorce is sleeping a little too much now, they're depressed. And you need to help them to find a therapist to talk to at this point. Now they're depressed, and depression can lead to, you know what depression can lead to. We already talked about that. Suicidal. It can also lead to them lashing out at their partner and want to hurt their partner. And that is not good for neither the partner or them. Stress management, the divorce, and this is number 3. Stress management, the divorce process can be incredibly stressful. So it's important to find ways to manage the stress. It can be exercising, and you can help them by taking them to work out. Just say, hey, come walk with me. You didn't even got to do extreme workouts. Just say, come walk with me. Let's go for a walk. Take them for a walk every day. If it's in the morning time, afternoon time, or evening time, just say, come walk with me. Go to them, get them out of the house. If they're always sleeping and you notice that they just want to shut themselves down, no, we're not going to do this today. We're not going to do this any day. Come go with me. Let's go for a walk. We don't even have to talk. We can just walk and say nothing. But when you're ready to talk and open up, then let's talk. But we not going to do this. You're not going to sleep your life away, and you're not going to be sitting here getting depressed. We know that things didn't work out in your marriage, but you can do better. So let's go ahead and get yourself right. We're going to start with you first. So those are the things that you can help your friend who's going through divorce. You can help them with. I hope that is something that is helpful, because I've been there. I have been through a divorce, and I'm telling you, it's not pretty. And to let alone go through it 2 times. And I've been married 3 times now. And I already told myself, if this marriage don't work out, I will not marry again. And that's just the way it is. It's not about the marriage. It's the ending of it. It is horrible. All right, now we're going to continue. So now we're going to talk about coping with stress, exploring the spiritual side of coping strategies. When it comes to coping with stress, many people turn to spiritual practices and they find meaning and purpose and inner peace. Incorporating spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, and connecting with nature into your daily life can be a powerful way to manage stress and develop a sense of well-being. In this section, we will look at the spiritual side of coping with stress and how we can help deal with stress. Number 1, prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation can be a powerful tool for managing stress and developing inner peace. Whether it's prayer, mindfulness, meditation, or other spiritual practices, taking time to connect with a higher power can help us find meaning, and taking time to connect with the higher power. It's only one. The higher power can help us find meaning and purpose in our lives and can provide comfort and support in difficult times. Number 2, connecting with nature. Spending time in nature can be an effective way to reduce stress and find inner peace. Whether it's a walk in the woods, be careful walking in the woods. Please make sure that wood is designed for walking, and keep your surroundings, your head on a swivel. I don't really care for walking in the woods, but I did put this there because I know people do it, like hiking and everything. So that's why I make sure to have you some type of protection with you. All right. And do not walk at night or when it's dark. Even if it's morning time, it's still dark out there. And make sure there's lots of people around. Sitting by a creek or spending time in the garden. Being in nature can help us feel more connected and connected to the world around us. Number 3, development of gratitude. Gratitude is a key spiritual practice that can foster joy and satisfaction in the face of stress and trial. Taking time each day for the things we are grateful for can help shift our focus away from the problems and to the richness of our lives. Number 4, the practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is another important spiritual practice that helps to get rid of resentment and bitterness and find inner peace. Whether it is forgiving ourselves or others, the practice of forgiveness can help us move forward in life and let go of the past. Number 5, community involvement. Association with others who share our spiritual conviction can be a powerful way to find support, comfort, and a sense of belonging. Whether attending a religious service, such as church, participating in a spiritual community, or hanging out with like-minded people, participating in a community can make us feel more connected and supported. Finding meaning and purpose. Ultimately, spiritual practice can help us find meaning and purpose in our lives, even in time of stress and trial. Whether it's prayer, meditation, connection with nature, or other spiritual practices, finding meaning and purpose can help you develop a sense of inner peace and well-being. Incorporating spiritual practices into our daily lives can be a powerful way to cope with stress and finding inner peace. Whether it's through prayer and meditation, connecting with nature, cultivating gratitude, practicing forgiveness, engaging in community, or finding meaning and purpose, there are many ways to explore the spiritual side of coping strategies. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we can cultivate a deep sense of well-being and resilience in the face of stress and challenges. I want to talk about practicing forgiveness for a second. I want to elaborate on that. You know, when I first met my husband, our very first date, my current husband now, our very first date, he told me, when a person crosses me and do me wrong, I write them off as being dead. They're dead to me. I don't forgive them, and that's just it. It's just it. That did bother me. It puzzled me to listen to him say that. Because he's not the only one that said that. I have heard that from many people. But I thought about it. I said, you know what? He don't really understand the art of forgiveness. That's one of the things that he needs to understand, and then he'll look at life differently. Forgiveness is not about freeing the other person. Forgiveness is about freeing you. Because I'm going to go into this. The Bible does talk about, if you don't forgive, then I won't forgive. So if you want to be forgiven, you must forgive those who have wronged you. It's not about letting that person off the hook. That person still have to work out their own salvation with God. You yourself need to be working out your salvation with God. But how are you going to sit here and ask God to forgive you when you got a problem with your fellow man over there who have done you wrong? Yes, that person is wrong for doing you wrong, but you are wrong for holding resentment in your own heart and bitterness in your own heart towards that person and others who are reminders of that person, because we tend to travel with the resentment and bring it into the relationship that we connect with other people. And then the first sign of them reminding us of somebody else who have done us wrong, we put them in that category with them. And we say, well, you know what? So-and-so did me like this. I think you just like them, and you compare them to them, and this could be completely wrong and out of line. It's just because you haven't forgiven that other person, so you're walking around with resentment in your heart and in your spirit, and you're bitter to where people don't want to be around you no more. Or you are so uncomfortable to where you can't relax on a regular day, and you wonder why you tense and stressed out. You're tense and stressed out because you won't relieve that bitterness and resentment that you harvesting in your heart towards people. So forgive them so you can be released and move on. All right, let's keep on going. The importance of spirituality and developing healthy coping strategies. Stress can often be overwhelming, leaving individuals feeling disconnected and uncertain. In time of stress, it can be helpful to explore the spiritual side of life and develop healthy coping strategies that align with one's spiritual beliefs. This section, we are going to explore the importance of spirituality in developing healthy coping strategies. Number 1, finding meaningful and purpose. Meaning and purpose. Finding meaning and purpose. Spirituality can give you meaning and purpose in life. It can help people find hope and resilience in time of stress. Examining your spiritual beliefs and values can help you determine what gives your life meaning and purpose. Number 2, practice gratitude. Gratitude is an important aspect of many spiritual practices and can be a powerful tool for dealing with stress. Taking time to think about the things a person appreciates, family, friends, natural beauty, can help shift focus away from stress and towards a positive aspect of life. Number 3, meditate or pray. Meditation and prayer can be a powerful tool for stress reduction and relaxation. These practices can help people calm down and achieve a sense of calm even in stressful situations. They can also help people connect with the higher power or spirituality. Number 4, mindfulness practices. Mindfulness is the practice of being in the moment without judgment. It can be a useful stress management tool because it allows people to be more aware of their thoughts and feelings and respond in a more compassionate and constructive way. Number 5, seek the support of spiritual community. Association with others who share your spiritual beliefs can be a powerful source of support in time of stress. This may include attending religious services such as church, attending prayer meetings, or finding a spiritual guide. Number 6, exploring creative and expressing activities. Exploring and creativity and engaging in creative or expressive activity such as music, art, or writing can help individuals to connect with our spiritual selves and find a sense of meaning and purpose. These activities can also provide a sense of relaxation and enjoyment, which can help to reduce stress levels. Spirituality can be an important aspect of developing healthy coping strategies for dealing with stress. By finding meaning and purpose, practicing gratitude, engaging in meditation or prayer, practicing mindfulness, seeking support from a spiritual community, and exploring creative or expressive activities, individuals can connect with their spiritual selves and find a sense of calm and resilience in the face of stress. Incorporating these practices into our daily lives can help to promote a self of well-being and improve our overall health and happiness. Coping with stress, connecting with nature as a spiritual coping strategy. Nature can be a powerful source of comfort and inspiration in time of stress. Many people find serenity and beauty and tranquility of the natural world, and incorporating nature practices into spiritual coping strategies can be an effective way to manage stress. In this section, we will look at the importance of connecting with nature as a spiritual coping strategy. Number 1, spending time outdoors. Spending time outdoors in the park, garden, or wilderness can be an effective way to connect with nature and find peace and tranquility. It could be a safe walk in the woods during safe hours around many people, relaxing by the lake or river, or spending time in a local park, or going to the beach, listening to the sounds of the waves and the birds, seagulls chirping and flying by, watching a beautiful sunset or sunrise. Number 2, foster bathing customs. Forest bathing customs. Forest bathing is the act of spending time in a forest or other natural environment to enjoy the sight, the smell, and sound of the natural world. This practice has been shown to reduce stress levels and promote feelings of well-being. Number 3, communicate with animals. Animals can be a powerful source of comfort and connection to nature. Spending time with animals, whether domestic or wild, be careful with the wild ones, help people connect with nature, with the natural world, and give them a sense of peace and tranquility. Number 4, tune on natural consciousness. Tune on natural consciousness. Incorporating nature-based rituals into your spiritual practices can be a powerful way to connect with nature and find meaning and purpose. This may include making an ark out of materials. Now be careful with these rituals. I do want to make sure that I go into elaboration on what I mean by this, because some people might be like, oh my gosh, she's talking about doing this what you call that, idolizing? No, I do not idolize, but I do want to explain what I mean by this. So what I mean by this is that you might have yourself making a place where it's just for you to connect with God, with the higher power, Elohim, Yahweh, okay? And you can make that place holy. And how you do that, you get you some consecration oil, where like olive oil, pure virgin olive oil, and consecrate that oil, and you bless that area for only you and God, or that's a place for you to go to, and you kneel down and you pray to Yahweh, you pray to Yeshua, and you pray to him, and you that's just your spot, and that's what you use for yourself, where you can connect with God. But you have to keep in remembrance that God is omnipresent, so he's everywhere. You don't have to be in that particular spot. He will be where you are. So don't think that you don't rely on just that. But I know how some people are. They feel that some people feel like they got to go to church to pray. Well, that's their ritual, that they have to go to church to pray. And that's not true, because you can pray anywhere. And some people feel like they got to go to church to get closer to God. Well, that's their ritual. And it's not about that you have to go to church. You go to church to fellowship and to learn and connect with other fellow believers, okay? And when you're alone, you can talk to God at any time. He is always there to listen to you. Number 5, ecotherapy practices. Ecotherapy is a form of therapy that engage with nature to improve mental health and well-being. This may include engaging in outdoor activities such as gardening, hiking, or bird watching, or simply spending time in nature to reduce stress and promote relaxation. Number 6, use of natural pathogens. Now, let's talk about that too. This is actually pretty good because I use this a lot. So many natural remedies such as herbal teas, aromatherapy, and essential oils can be effective in releasing stress and promoting relaxation. These remedies can help individuals to connect with nature and find a sense of calm and peace. Connecting with nature can be a powerful spiritual coping strategy for those with stress. By spending time outdoors, practicing forest bathing, connecting with animals, incorporating natural-based remedies, practicing ecotherapy, and using natural remedies, individuals can connect with the natural world and find a sense of peace and tranquility in times of stress. Incorporating these practices into one's daily life can help to promote a sense of well-being and improve overall health and happiness. Coping with stress, connecting to God as a spiritual coping strategy. Now I want to talk about that. For many people, their faith and spirituality can provide a sense of comfort and support during time of stress. Connecting with God on a higher power, in a higher plane, can give you a sense of peace and empower you to deal with difficult situations. In this section, we will explore the importance of connecting with God, Elohim, I am who I am, Yahweh, Yah, Allah. He have many names, you guys. As a spiritual coping strategy. Number 1, prayer. Prayer is a powerful tool to connect with God and find peace and comfort in time of stress. This may include reciting prayers from religious scriptures such as the Bible. You know, Bible is not religious. I'm just going to let you know that. It's not a religious thing. But some people who believe that, that's why I put that there. But just to clear that up for you, is not religion. Bible is the actual truth about the kingdom of God. It teaches you about his kingdom. And it also gives you history on things to come and prophecy. Or making personal and sincere appearance to God. Number 2, meditation. Meditation is the practice of calming the mind and focusing on the present. This can be an effective way to connect with God and gain inner peace and serenity. Many religious traditions have their own form of meditation, such as Christian, we have prayer, or Buddhism, mindfulness meditation. Number 3, Bible reading. Reading the Bible text, such as the Bible or Quran, can provide guidance and comfort in times of stress. These texts can offer wisdom and insight on how to handle difficult situations and instill hope and comfort. Number 4, attend religion services. Attending religious services such as church, mosque, or synagogues can be a helpful way to connect with God and receive support from others of like faith. It can give people a sense of community and support in time of need, in time of stress. Number 5, association with religion leaders. Association with religious leaders, such as pastors and rabbis, can be a helpful way to seek guidance and support in time of stress. These people can provide spiritual guidance and support and help people form a deeper and more meaningful relationship with God. Number 6, expression of gratitude. Expressing gratitude to God can be an effective way to cope with stress or find peace and contentment. This could include keeping a gratitude journal, saying grace before meals, or taking a few moments each day to be grateful for the blessings of your life. Connecting with God can be a powerful spiritual strategy for coping with stress through prayer, meditation, reading scriptures, attending religious services, talking with religious leaders, or expressing gratitude and expressing gratitude. People can find comfort, strength in difficult times. These practices can give people peace and strength to cope with stress and can help deepen your spiritual connection with God. Let's talk about the role of fasting, prayer, and faith in stress management. Now, I did incorporate intermittent fasting in the program for the Stress Eliminator program. And the reason that I incorporated fasting into that is because we as human beings are supposed to fast. Fasting have so many health benefits and can help you to detox all the toxins that you have in your body. It can also help regulate your insulin level and make your body work properly. And it can reduce stress and also can help you to give you clarity and focus. But one thing for certain that fasting does for you, if you incorporate prayer with fasting, it connects you closer to God. God will show up and be on your side to help you get through whatever it is that you are going through, difficult times, and empower you to be able to get through what's stressing you out. Also, the Holy Spirit will be able to enter you to help you, to give you wisdom and more insight on your life, and also discernment on other people that you have in your life. So that's why I told you that this program is to not only exercise your body, it's to exercise your mind and your spirit. So we're going to tap into all three parts of you. So right now you're at chapter 12. That means you are at the last of the workout, the last week of the program right now. If you are listening to this, you are at the last program right now. And with this program, if you're listening to this and you have purchased the package, you have to purchase the Stress Eliminator program, then you will know what I'm talking about right now, because you will have experienced all 11 weeks of the program, and you will be into the 12th week, and you will have your sense of serenity right now going on for you, as well as have lost some weight and you're healthy at this moment. So I'm going to go into the chapter, well, I'm still in chapter 12, but in the section about the role of fasting, prayer, faith, and stress management. Stress is a common problem that affects many people in daily life. There are many ways to manage stress, but some people tune to spiritual practice such as fasting and prayer to help lower stress levels. In this section, we will explore the roles of fasting, prayer, and faith in managing stress. Fasting is the spiritual practice of abstaining from food and drink for a period of time. Many religions, including Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, incorporate fasting into their traditions. Although fasting is primarily a religious practice, there are some evidence that it is a health benefit, including reducing stress levels. Studies have shown that fasting can lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol. A study published in the journal Cell Metabolism found that intermittent fasting lowered stress levels and improved participant overall mood. Fasting has also been shown to have positive effects on mental health, including reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. Prayer is another spiritual practice of many people turn to in times of stress. Prayer involves communicating with God and offers answers for guidance and support. Research shown that prayer can have an positive effect on your mental health and stress levels. A study published in the Journal of Behavior Medicine found that people who pray daily have lower level of anxiety and depression that those who did not pray regularly. Prayer has been shown to help lower stress levels by promoting feelings of calm and relaxation. Faith is another important part of many people's lives. Believing in God and having faith in a positive outcome can provide a sense of calm and serenity and security. Even in the face of stressful situations, studies have shown that faith can have a positive impact on mental health and well-being. Fasting, prayer, God, and stress are all concepts that have been studied and practiced by individuals and communities throughout history. While each of these concepts are complex and multi-faced, there are many ways in which they can insert and influence one another, particularly when it comes to managing stress. Fasting, the act of abstaining from food, and sometimes other form of gratification. So what I mean by that is that some people might say, well, you don't have to only fast from food. You can also fast from doing things. Yeah, you can. You can fast for anything that brings you pleasure and joy that you always do on a consistent basis. So like, for instance, if you are a person that likes to eat chocolate, even though that's food, but you always got to have it and you crave it and you sustain from it, that's still fasting from chocolate or coffee. Or let's say the internet, for people who have a habit of always being online. You can't stay off of social media. You can fast from that as well. But what you're doing is that you're putting yourself in a state where you're denying your pleasures just so you can connect closer to God and to relieve your stress. So these practices have been cultivated through religious tradition as a mean of spiritual purification and discipline. In some cases, fasting may be viewed as a form of sacrifice, while in other cases, it may be viewed as strength. And then in some cases, it may be viewed to strengthen your connection to God or increase your spiritual well-being, your spiritual awareness as well. One of the benefits of fasting is that it helps reduce stress. When you fast, your body goes into ketosis, where it starts burning stored fat for energy instead of glucose. For those of you who have that stubborn fat in your stomach area, this is why I put the fasting in there, so it can help you burn stubborn fat. So if you choose to do the 8-hour window where you eat for 8 hours and then for 16 hours you don't eat, and you stay on that time slot that you gave yourself, you will see faster results in burning fat than those who have chosen to do the 12-hour window where they eat for 12 hours and then the other 12 they don't eat. You will still burn fat that's stored, with the 12 hours just going to be a little slower. just to make that clear to those of you who are doing the program. Also, fasting can reduce inflammation, a common stressor, which is also a very common stressor. Also, abstaining from food can be a form of self-discipline and can help you develop inner peace and serenity. So for the program, you are fasting food and sugary food. So I have already explained how the fasting goes. So when you purchase the program, you will know what to do. Everything is put out there in full detail on how to follow the program and exactly how to do it, even down to the fasting part. And it's not your fasting against social media. You can't lose weight by fasting against social media. You're going to lose weight by fasting and sustaining from eating during a certain period of time and drinking anything that has sugar. So we're going to go continue. I'm almost finished. Prayer, often associated by fasting, is a means of communion with God and to get you closer to Him. Like fasting, prayer can help reduce stress by promoting a sense of connection and meaning in life. For many people, prayer can be a source of comfort in difficult times. And it can also help provide perspective and a sense of purpose. The link between fasting, prayer, and stress is perhaps most evident when considering the roles these practices can play in managing stress. When you are stressed, your body releases the hormone cortisol, which can severely cause a negative effect on your physical and mental health. Fasting and prayer can help counteract these effects by not only lowering cortisol levels in your body, but also by inducing feelings of calm and relaxation. Of course, it is important to remember that fasting and prayer is not a pancreas for stress. It is not the overall end all, okay? There's still more things you should do. And we already went over those things like exercising, eating healthy, and getting some sleep. So just make sure that you understand what they're about. And this does end our chapter 12. Now I want to talk about how can you purchase the Stress Eliminator program before I let you go. For those of you who are listening to this by podcast, you may not be one of the ones who have purchased this program. And I want to help you purchase this program. And the way you purchase this program is that you will go to www.imagingcoaching.com, and that is spelled IMGCOACHING.com, and you will see where it says the Stress Eliminator program. Now on the home page where you go to, you can scroll down to the bottom and you can also purchase it right there, or you can also see a link, because it's on there multiple times. So you can also see a link where you would click on that, and then there's also the actual page where you can read about what the program is all about. And that's the tab that says the Stress Eliminator program. You can read about what the program is all about, and then you can purchase the program. When you purchase the program, you will see series of questions. You can answer those questions to the best of your ability. And what doesn't apply to you, just skip it. Go on to what does apply to you and answer those questions. I will get that information, and I can help you during our time when we have our one-on-one sessions. Now, what you get with the program is that you will get the entire 12-week program. What comes with that is meditation, teaching you how to meditate, workouts, and different forms of relaxation techniques such as Tai Chi, Qigong, progressive muscle relaxations, all these different types of relaxation. And then I walk you through how to do the intermittent fasting, and you will choose the best way to intermittent fast for yourself. That way, what works for you, you will be able to stick with it. Because if I gave you one set, then you probably won't be able to stick with it. So you would do it according to your needs and also according to your daily schedule. With the intermittent fasting, it does have some flexibility in it, meaning that for special occasions such as Thanksgiving and Christmas, and also going out on date nights and girls' night and fellas' night, you might want to drink. And most of the time you want to go and do your thing after hours. So that means it might be about 12 o'clock. You usually have cut off your eating around 12 o'clock, and you're drinking a sugary drinks or anything that has carbohydrates and calories in it. Well, you get a pass during those times, but you have to slow it down. That means you can't do this every single weekend, because if you do it every single weekend, it's going to take you longer to lose the weight, because alcohol have calories in it. And not only the alcohol have calories, then you probably get hungry, because alcohol make you hungry, and now you're going to want to eat. So there's a lot of things that goes into that. But I go into more details in that once you sign up for the program. Now, how much is the program? Right now, I'm running a special because this program is going to be launching in its full capacity, which is already going to be launching before the full capacity of 2024. January the 2nd, 2024 is the launch date, but I will put it up on the website a lot sooner than January 2024. I am going to put this up on the website as of in the next coming week, which would be at the end of September, beginning of October. When you go on the website, and you will see it there, you can go ahead and purchase it, and it is on sale. The normal price, the regular price is $159.99, but it is on sale for 30% off. That is not going to be forever. It's only going to last up to February 1st, 2029. So for you guys, you get the early New Year special. If you want to go ahead and set your New Year off on a good foot, then this is the time to do that. We all know that Christmas is around the corner, and it is so hard for some people to deal with the holidays, because those are the most stressful times of your life. You might have dealt with some difficult moments around the holiday season, and every time the holiday come up, you are reminded of those moments. This is a good time to start the actual program. Get involved in the Stress Eliminator program. Get a head start on it before the holidays starts. And we already know the holidays is among us. I hope this helped. And this does end our session. Signing out, Alayla.
Are you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted by stress? Introducing Stress Management with Imaging Coaching, your ticket to a calmer, more balanced life. In this journey you will be taking with us here at Imaging Coaching, we'll equip you with powerful techniques and tools you can use to conquer stress, control, and transform your life. From deep breathing exercises to mindfulness practices, you'll discover the tools to relax your mind and body. Come join us on this transformative path and unlock a world of inner peace and resilience. Don't let stress hold you back any longer. Take charge of your well-being today with Imaging Coaching, your stress management team. Discover clarity. Defeat stress through Imaging Coaching at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com.